for only about 1 year and 8 months, when in August 1985, General Ibrahim Babangida, who was part of the team that helped Buhari become the head of state in 1983, conducted a military coup and overthrew the Buhari administration, thereby becoming the head of state. Babangida was in power from 27th August 1985 to 26th August 1993, a total of 8 years. He resigned from his position as head of state in 1993 after the 1993 general election, through which he promised to hand over to civilian rule. But instead of handing over to Chief Moshood Kashimawo Olalekan Abiola, popularly known as MKO Abiola, the presumed winner of that election, General Babangida decided to annul the election.
The people of this country went to polls on Saturday, June 12, 1993, and without let or hindrance chose me as their president. I won in 20 states, and I won the 1/3 of the votes in 28 out of 30 states and at the Federal Capital Territory of Abuja.
This annulled presidential election had two major candidates, Alhaji Bashir Tofa of the National Republican Convention (NPC) and Chief MKO Abiola of the Social Democratic Party (SDP). The election is adjudged to be the freest and fairest in the history of Nigeria, but was annulled by Babangida on the basis that if he had allowed MKO Abiola to be president, there would be a military coup that would put his life and that of Abiola on the line. He said that some top military officers were already planning to attack if Abiola emerges. As a result of that announcement annulling the election, a public protest was sparked throughout the country, and it forced Babangida to step aside and handed power over to Chief Ernest Shonekan as the interim president of Nigeria on August 27, 1993. Ernest Shonekan's administration only lasted for less than 3 months before General Sani Abacha took over as the head of state in November 1993. Abacha was the head of state from 1993 to 1998, when he lost his life. The Chief of Defense Staff, Major General Abu Sami Abubakar, took over as the head of state. General Abu Sami Abubakar promised to hand over power to a civilian government after a general election. The election was between two major candidates, former head of state Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, who contested on the platform of People's Democratic Party (PDP), and Chief Samuel Olufale, who ran on the platform of a joint alliance between the parties Alliance for Democracy and All People's Party.
That Olusegun Obasanjo, retired of the PDP, having complied with requirements of the law and scored the majority of votes, is hereby declared the winner and is returned elected.
By May 29, 1993, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar were inaugurated as the President and Vice President of Nigeria. Obasanjo was the president for 8 years, between 1999 and 2007, which includes 2 tenures of 4 years each. By 2007, he handed over power to Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, who had won the 2007 general election. But by May 5, 2010, after just 3 years in office, Umaru Musa Yar'Adua was declared dead following months of illness. Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, who was the vice president, took over and completed the tenure, while he also ran and won the 2011 general election, giving him a fresh tenure that lasted from May 29, 2011 to May 29, 2015. By 2015, through a wave of coalition and alliances that gave birth to a new political party, the All Progressive Congress (APC), Muhammadu Buhari won the presidential election, defeating the incumbent president, Goodluck Jonathan, and others. This marked the return of General Buhari, who was the military head of state between 1983 and 1985. He then served as the president from 29 May 2015 to 29 May 2023. On 29 May 2023, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu was sworn in as the president of Nigeria after a keenly contested election between 3 popular candidates, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress (APC). But in all this, after years of gaining independence, it still reflects as if Nigeria is still under colonial bondage.